You feel it, the signs that you've outgrown people. You feel it in your body, your spirit, your soul. You're changing, but you're trying to drag old energy into your new chapter. And deep down, you know it doesn't fit anymore. But you hold on anyway. You hold on because it feels like home. It might be a relationship you've built for so many years. I want to share some of the signs that you're outgrowing people on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, and share some guidance on how to let go gently. These signs aren't always loud, they're subtle. But once you learn to feel them, you can't unsee them. And I want to speak from a deeper space of awareness, not just from my own personal experience. You don't need to be the most spiritual person to notice these signs because life itself is spiritual. So, whether you're deep in your awakening or just beginning to recognize that you're experiencing an awakening, you're here for a reason. I want to go deeper with this because in the early stage of awakening, there's this quiet but undeniable pulling away. You start to feel a shift. Certain spaces, certain people, they just don't feel right anymore. And it's not forced. You simply don't belong there the way you used to. But I'm not just talking about the obvious spaces. I'm talking about the best friend who's been a part of your life from a child, the lover you've built a life with, or maybe the congregation that once felt like home, but now feels like a place your soul can no longer grow in. These aren't small changes. They are life-changing things that shakes us to the core. But what they do is prepare you for real healing and real freedom. One of the signs is the shift that you start to experience within yourself. The energy has shifted, not just around you, but within you. You outgrow the room, but you stay because it's familiar. It's what you know. You don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to be misunderstood. And to be honest, maybe you can relate. Trying to force someone to grow with you when they haven't chosen that path for themselves, that's not love, that's attachment. And attachment doesn't grow with you. It keeps circling the same lesson that we need to learn. You've healed parts of you they still don't understand, and that's okay. But it means something now has shifted, and you know it, and you're starting to feel it more. Listen, one earth, but many different worlds. Your spiritual path will take you in direction others can't follow. And you never know, you might meet them again. But when they're aligned, another sign is, and this one is, it's a hard one to admit, it's how uncomfortable you start to feel around them. It starts out small, but your body knows. There's this uneasiness that settles in. And no matter how much you try to explain it away or make sense of it, it doesn't leave. And when it's someone you're deeply attached to, it's even more confusing. And you start to question yourself. And I'm not here to tell you to walk away from your relationship. That's not what this is about. But when your spirit feels unsettled, when something in you keeps tightening up every time you're near them. Pay attention. You'll notice the shift in other areas too, in how they speak to you, how you show up, how you begin to feel a nervousness in your belly. Your spirit is troubled. And if you ignore it long enough, you'll end up burning yourself just to keep them warm. You don't just stay because you care. You stay because you're scared. Because this connection feels like the last thread to who you were, the end of an era. And if you cut the thread, who are you now? Who are you without the identity that needed them? Who are you without the girls' night out? Who are you without the one you've been taking care of all this time? The caretaker role. That's the grief, letting go of the version of you that needed what they offered. The conversation, the memories, the way they once made you feel seen, the way they make you feel needed. But now you don't crave their validation like you once did. You crave alignment. And that's a different kind of hunger. That won't be satisfied until you let go. If you're experiencing a spiritual awakening, it's not always bliss. That's the heart of what I share on this channel. The truth that healing isn't just about moving on. It's about grieving what used to be. And it's deep. Yes, but healing is the courage to finally see yourself without the identity, without the distraction that we were once attracted to, and to make the choice to keep going. And sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it's sitting by yourself, wondering why the people you love the most don't feel right anymore. You still feel connected, but there is something that just doesn't feel right anymore. The universe doesn't take people away to punish us. I have to highlight that. It removes what no longer aligned so that you can make space for your truth or make space for the right person. Doesn't matter who it is, chosen ones. And here's the awakening. You don't have to slam the door shut anymore. You don't have to write a letter or send a text. I say write a letter because I'm old school. Back in my time, my younger times, we wrote letters. You don't have to explain anything. They might be the one to end it, to stop calling, to walk away. They might stop inviting you to the gatherings. These are signs that the universe is supporting you. And I call it grace. That unforeseen energy that assists us on our journey, our spiritual journey. I think we get it wrong sometimes. We think letting go means physically doing something. Sometimes you don't have to act. You just have to stop holding on. You just surrender. You start to witness the unfolding, like a quiet, cosmic play. People just fade without explanation. And that's how you know something greater is at work. When you stop feeling the connection you have with them in your heart, you begin to release gently. This isn't about a fight. It's a surrender. Not everyone is meant to walk the entire road with you. It's your road, yours alone. Some people are just there to show you one important truth, and then their role ends. Sometimes someone enters your life to teach a lesson, and years later, you reconnect with them. This time, they're aligned. And maybe you're thinking, but Nikki, if I've healed, maybe I can help them heal too. I've been there. I get it. But this isn't about saving anyone. It's about alignment. And if someone is being removed from our lives, or if your spirit is asking you to let go, then deep down, you already know they're no longer aligned with where your soul is going. If you're feeling isolated right now, if you feel like the people you once counted on don't understand you anymore, this is your sign that maybe you just need to surrender. You're being prepared, you're being positioned, your gifts are being sharpened in solitude. They took your voice. Now your voice is being reclaimed in the silence. Your soul is remembering who it came here to be. You are chosen to help others, to give back in your own unique way, to walk alone when it's easier to blend in, to let go when your heart still wants to hold on. That's what sets the chosen ones apart. Don't try to fit yourself into a space that cannot hold you by holding on. You're trying to take folks with you who were only meant to be lessons and not lifetimes. Stop trying to set yourself on fire to keep them warm. Stop calling it support when it's really resistance dressed up as loyalty. You don't have to explain your growth with anyone. You just have to honor it. This journey isn't just about people, though. It's about waking up to what you truly are. Consciousness. You see with eyes, but behind your eyes is awareness. The mind thinks, but consciousness knows. It's not just that they're acting different. You feel it. And that feeling, that quiet knowing deep in your body, deep in your soul, that's what matters most. That's your soul speaking, asking you to release what no longer aligns. And sometimes, chosen ones, the universe steps in and does it for you. And while your mind is searching for logic, how did that happen? How did this happen? What's happening? Your spirit already understands. It doesn't always make sense. And I don't always have the answers, but deep down, you know. The good part is the people meant for your path will find you when you start walking in truth, not attachment. Because this is the truth. Not everyone is meant to go with you the full journey. And that's hard to accept. And the ones who are, though, will never ask you to abandon yourself to keep them. And that's how you know. Sometimes real love doesn't mean holding on. It means letting go, letting it breathe, letting it exist without needing to fix it, to force it, or to keep it, even when it hurts. So I say to you right now, walk on and walk free. Thank you for sitting with me. Leave a comment if any of this resonates with you, or leave a heart emoji saying that you are present. And I will see you soon. Thank you.